Hey everyone, today is August 29th, 2022, and I have quite the decode for you guys for tomorrow. It's August 30th tomorrow, and I believe we're going to see some type of natural disaster here. And to break it down further, I think it might relate to a volcanic eruption and possibly leading to a tsunami. So these are images that I showed you guys before, but they're relevant again relating to this video. So Obama is looking down at the split apple with the flower coming out. As I mentioned before, this relates to the flower moon eclipse of this year. I decoded that, showed you guys in other videos, but that happened in May 15th, May 16th of this year. And these letters are relevant, or numbers, depending which way you look at it. This way it's 12, 3, or 123, the 12th letter, third letter. This way, from Obama's perspective, because this is his shoe, he's looking this way, is 37, as this is the letter C, again, and the number 7 this way. So 123 and 37 relating to this flower moon eclipse. And above Obama, we see these images. It's the reflection of this. But they're focusing in on this because it's a decode that relates to the trident of Poseidon, who is the god of the sea, and Zeus. You see the letter Z here. The lightning bolt. He is the god of sky and thunder. So these are the gods that can bring about the natural disasters of land and sea. And you can see over here they actually put the P for Poseidon, but you don't notice the trident as well, and you see it more clearly when you look here. So that's what I think this decode relates to, natural disasters, and that's why they put this above Obama's head. So one of the natural disasters that did happen relating to this, 37 days after the flower moon eclipse, again C737, that was on June 22nd, 2022. It was an Afghan earthquake, killing at least 1,000 people and 1,500 injured. Now, at first, I didn't think of anything about the location, but then it occurred to me after seeing other decodes that I'm going to show you. There's a relationship to Bush, because of 9/11 having to do with Afghanistan. Or Florida, he was in the classroom in Florida, or you can say New York, or where he lives. And also there's events that are going to be relating to the locations of Obama, Hawaii, Chicago, Washington, D.C., like we had on August 4th, on Obama's birthday this year. We had lightning striking Washington, D.C., where Obama lives currently. And this was a date that I talked about. I made a warning about August 22nd and August 23rd. I talked about a blackout. One did occur. I'm going to show you that in the next slide. But the location is interesting of this event. The flooding that happened in Dallas. That was 15 inches in 24 hours. So there was other big flooding events recently, because it says Dallas flooding is 5th 1 in 1,000 year flood event in the U.S. since late July. But because this happened in Dallas, where Bush is from Texas, and we have this decode relating to 37 in the flower moon eclipse again, 3 months, 7 days apart. So that's makes it what I see very relevant, especially again on August 23rd, when I warned about a blackout. Probably a lot of you were thinking, oh, maybe a nationwide blackout. I thought maybe, I don't know, but regardless, we had a big blackout in Hawaii, which relates to Obama. He's from Hawaii, so 3 months and 7 days apart again. I said the flower moon eclipse is on May 15th, May 16th. And it said Maui's biggest power outage in recent history knocked out electricity for most of the island, shutting schools and leaving residents So it didn't last a real long time, less than a day, but still, it was an island-wide blackout, and it was significant for Maui. But it said what happened, there's a substation short circuit, whatever that means. So the way it happened was kind of odd. Anyways, on to the next slide. Here's something I talked about before, but I didn't mention how the locations were relevant because, as I said, the school shooting, the classroom here, 223 days after Bush's birthday, on Valentine's Day, on 2/14/2018. Well, that was in Florida, and this whole scene represents when Bush was in Florida in the classroom. Here's the teacher, the black African-American teacher who is teaching the class. And yeah, so there's the association with Bush in Florida. And also, 322 days after Bush's birthday, another school shooting, and that was in Texas. Well, Bush lives in Texas. So, now I want to get to August 30th. So August 30th and May 15th are exactly 37 weeks apart if you reverse the dates, if you're looking at August 30th to May 15th. Again, I show in my other videos how it's important to look at the dates forward and reverse because I've seen it so many times, the numbers connecting. But again, the C7, 37. And what else do we have here? 123 days remaining in the year. And from this way, LC is 123, like I said, or 12-3, the 12th letter, third letter. What is it on the Jewish calendar? Well, we have another 12-3, Elul 3, which is 12-3. And look what we have here. On the Chinese calendar, we have the relationship with Obama because it's August 4th, 8-4, which is Obama's birthday. So we have the connection with Obama, his birthday. We have the connection this way from the flower moon eclipse, the 37, and the 123. So, interesting. Now I want to show you these Hawaii connections. So May 3rd, 2018, we had Kilauea erupting, which was a big eruption. You guys, I'm sure you guys remember, not too long ago. It was the 123rd day of the year. We have that 123 number. Well, guess what? Kilauea erupted again on September 29th, 2021. Not as a big deal, but still, look at the time. It was 3:21, which was 123 backwards. And also, it was 123 on the Jewish calendar. Now look at this. The date, the time difference. We have a 322 code that 1, 3, multiple 2s. Remember, you don't have to count zeros in numerology. To when Hawaii became a state. So it's forward and reverse. Again, I say to look at the dates in reverse. That's if you were to put the 830 over here, 820 over here, 821 over here. So yeah, forward and reverse. But what's interesting, and I'm going to show you, I have New York connections as well. Look at this scene from iPad Go 2. Okay, you got the Statue of Liberty. It looks like clock hands. The big hand pointing at the 12 and the other hand pointing at the 3. Well, what's underneath it? It's the Star of David, which is a Jewish symbol. So this could very well be a decode of 12-3 on the Jewish calendar. As I said, Elul 3, 12-3. Now here's something else. Not only does Hawaii, when it became a state, connect to tomorrow, August 30th, so does New York. July 9th, 1776, it became a state. Well, that equals 12,843 weeks apart. And if you break it down further, it's 322B in hexadecimal. And what is the letter B? A 2. So you could say it's 3222. And the skull and bones number I always look for is not just 322, it's 1, 3, and multiple 2s. Whether it's 5 or 6 2s in any order. Now you guys all remember this, right, from The Simpsons, their first trip to New York. It shows New York, 9/11, so obvious predictive programming there. So that aired on September 21st, 1997. Now their second trip to New York was called Moonshine River, which aired September 30th, 2012. Well, look at this image. It looks like she's almost like representing the Statue of Liberty. And you can see the 1, and it looks like a 2 and a backwards 3. But the number sign also represents the number 3. It's the number 3 is below the number sign, right? So another image is the LC, just like in iPet Goat 2. L is the 12th letter, C is the 3rd letter. Not only that there's these 2 images representing the number 12-3, there's like 4 or 5 other decodes in this episode. So I actually made a video about this way back in 2018. And if we do see an event, I'm going to go over that again. But I just wanted to show you these 2 instances of showing the number 12-3. Now look at the dates that these aired to August 30th. So with the dates reversed to the first trip to New York, it's 300 months, 22 days, the 322 code. Now look at the second, the most recent one, a perfect 9/11 match. Interesting, huh? Now I have these connections with La Palma as well. So the movie Volcano in Spain released on September 19th, 1997. I mentioned Spain because Spain owns the island of La Palma, right? And La Palma actually erupted last year on the anniversary, the 24th anniversary of this movie when it released in Spain. And now look at to this release date to August 30th, we have a perfect 9/11 connection. And I didn't write this down, I forgot this is the release date of the movie Tremors, and we have a 9/11 connection to that. Now look at the gematria. Volcanic eruption equals 80, like Mount St. Helens erupting in 1980. But the date, the numerology of the date, 8 plus 30 plus 20 plus 22, which has proven to be significant, a pattern, that it's shown over and over, this pattern here, this one, the date, the days left in the year. Anyways, like I said, it equals 80. Mega tsunami, it equals 123. We already seen the 12-3, 123 connection. 123 days left in the year, and it's 12-3 on the Jewish calendar. Then lastly, I will say that this date reduces to 9/11 upside down in reverse 11-6. Because 8 plus 3 is 11, 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. Alright guys, well, that's all I got for this decode. We'll be watching, see what happens. Take care.